good evening. How you doing? What's going on tonight? I decided to make a nighttime vlog because I just feel like I wanted to express myself just a little bit. I promise you it won't be that much. And it's not so dramatic, but it's something like telling y'all about me. Now, see, if some of y'all know me out there, and I know y'all do, y'all know that I used to have a hard time forgiving and forgetting things, right? Now, I was sad to see something on the news just like 20 minutes ago. Two guys, African American around my age and a little older, got killed over senseless violence and over a mistaken identity. And it brought everything to my attention about my past feuds with my ex friends and ex boyfriends and how I never got a chance to forgive anybody for anything. But I did get the chance to have a conversation with some of them. And it cleared my head just a little bit, but it didn't clear my heart. So I wanted to bring this to their attention for a little bit and said that I wanted to forgive and forget it all and never to bring it up ever again. I wanted to forgive them because out of the sake of humanity, I can't sit here and spend the rest of my life holding grudges against peoples and not forgiving people for what they do or what they said to me and the arguments we have and how they truly felt that they let it all out. It was okay. It was whatever. Water under the bridge. And I got over it. And then you got this small category over here where my dating life has become a real struggle, but at the same time, it's like a lesson learned, and I appreciate that a whole lot. So here's where I wanted to tag the problem at. So for all the times I got into so many disagreements, minor, major, fights and everything, domestic violence with half of these boyfriends of mine, I wanted to let everybody know that I'm at a place where I do think about things and I do learn to forgive and forget. And deep down inside, I'm being honest with you, I did forgive them, but I never forgot about it. And to some of them, I did forget about it because it's been so long. Like if it's been over 8 to 10 years, I forgot about it. So if I see you and we happen to see each other and we start talking and start laughing and cutting it up and everything, we be like, oh, why did we like stop talking to each other? Why did we stop becoming cool or friends with each other? Sometimes we can't even remember. So that's what makes it funny because we don't remember anything, and it shows that it wasn't that major, so we was able to forget about it, which I truly like. And I love the fact that we was able to forget about it and move on and become cool. So honestly, we did become cool. Me, some of my exes became cool. Some of us became cordial, not friends. So whenever we see each other out in the streets or on social media, we say, "Hey, how you doing?" Have a little conversation, and then be on our merry way. And that's it. One of them I became friends with, and he turned out to be a really good friend. So back to my big subject, the beginning of this video. So I was thinking about my, a couple of my exes. And then I was thinking about the arguments we was having because I had two more arguments that was major last year, and it really got to me because I could never ever believe that somebody like that who feels like they on a higher level in life and who put themselves on such a high pedestal, who thinks they was better than me, like they think they better than everybody else in this world, stoop so low as to calling me names and disrespecting me, feel like they want to come to my house and brag about their finances, brag about what they doing with themselves, who they live with, or the fact that they got their own place. And I'm saying like, well, Good for you, but you didn't need to come over here and tell me anything like that because it's none of my business. We're not friends. We're not, family. We ain't shit to each other. It's like my baby father. My son's father thought he felt the need to want to come over here and tell me how he felt. How he got his shit together, how he got a brand new job, and he claimed he got his new apartment when it was a lie because truth of the matter is he moved in with his baby mother again for the third time after she whipped his ass, got him evicted from his apartment in Harlem, come to the Bronx and moved in with her again. So it was like I took it as a joke, like, okay, have fun, like, enjoy your life, congratulations, whatever, blase, blase. But we didn't need to be cool, we didn't need to be friends. This is not no kumbaya type moment because I still hated the fact that you left me and your son behind. Now, this relationship was a whole different thing on a whole different level. So, this wasn't like any of my exes, my regular exes who I just dated. We got into an argument, that was it. This was a whole different level. And I thought that I would never ever get over it. I thought I would never get over the whole situation of being, you know, messed over by him. And I almost forgot about him at one time until he showed up again. And I ain't thinking a million years he would come back to my apartment. Like he would knock on my door and try to see how I'm doing, trying to be nosy and see if I moved on without him and everything. And when he seen and when he heard that I moved on without him, he was like kind of taken back by it. And some of the things I said to him, he said it gave him pause because he was like, all of his baby mothers never ever expressed how they really felt about him, and they never forgiven him about what he said and did to them. I was like, well, what you be saying to us is kind of messed up. And no, I would never forgive you about it because it really hit me below the belt and it reminded me of my son and what he was saying because my son was always saying how his father would never be in his life, that he hates his father. He hates the fact that his father never wanted to have anything to do with him. He couldn't even give him a call, let alone come visit him. So that made me be so furious. That made me furious for my son. And I was like, you know what? Shove that shit under the carpet, shove it to the side because all is truth of the matter is we would be strong without him. God put us in a certain position and gave me enough to handle, not too much that I can't handle, but enough to handle. And he gave me my son to show me that you dealt with a lot of heavy stuff in your life. Okay, I want to see if you can handle this. And when he saw that I did handle being a mom, learn how to share my heart with him and my love and my wealth, God has truly challenged me more. And he has truly blessed me. And God has forgiven me for all the mistakes that I've made in my life. And I feel like he didn't give me too much to handle. I never felt like I was struggling with anything. So that's why I never looked at life as a struggle or as something that was so bad, like I was being punished for it, but looked at it as a challenge. And I kept telling myself every day that I was going to challenge more and more. I was going to be challenged more and more and more, and I was going to get myself through it. So the biggest challenge was for me to become a single parent. Second biggest challenge was for me to learn how to forgive and forget. And it was because of what I've been through with my kids' fathers and what I've been through as far as family passings go. It was a huge challenge. So once I get through to those challenge, excuse me, I was going to make it to the next challenge. I saw myself as somebody who was holding on to a lot of pain and a lot of grudges. And I cried about it because I was like, what good would it do to you or do for you to hold on to that pain and to the grudges? And hearing it coming from three peoples made me realize that I need to let it go. Let go of the pain, let go of the struggles, and let go of the anger and everything that you was feeling for these past 10 or 15 years. And slowly but surely, I was letting some of the pain go. I still have some pain in my heart. But the only reason why is that is because I never got to sit down and talk to the person about it that caused this pain in my heart. So I will forever have that small little amount of pain in my heart until that person comes forward and talks to me like a real adult. I will always have that grudge against that person. I will always have that pain because of that person. But for everybody else that has come forward and has spoken to me, I let it all go. I never thought about it ever again, and I never felt that way ever again. So I asked God to forgive me for feeling the way I was feeling and to have these negative thoughts in my head about the person, because that really was not me. You don't know me until you really get to know me, until you've been around me long enough to see everything about me. But I was not going to be the type to keep holding on to that pain. And I don't have that pain in me no more. Now, with that being said, I was going to challenge myself to take things step by step and figure out the root of my pain. Okay, this is not an issue. This is a deep heartache, a deep pain that I've been feeling for maybe about 3 years now, 4 years. And the pain started back in 2004. And then it traveled with me up until this day. And like I say, I haven't spoken to the person who caused this pain, so I can't really get rid of it until I get to sit down and talk to that person. I'm not saying what is it, he or she, but I just wanted to let that person know that deep down inside, I am willing to forgive you, and I will start my life the way I want by forgiving that person for what that person said to me, what the person did to me. Forgive myself for having all these arguments with that person and put my hands on that person and keep showing that person anger and how I really felt, and continue on with this pain and continue on with the anger and not letting it all go, even now that I'm seeing a therapist. So I continue to ask God to forgive me on that level. But as of right now, like I said, I am open and free, and I'm open to let shit go. And I am opening myself up to the world and letting people know that I could forgive and forget. No matter how deep the issue is, I forgive you. I forgive. I have to forgive myself, and I want that person to forgive me. Forgive me for feeling so much anger to the point I have to stoop down to your level to get even with you, to let you know that I was not going to be tolerating anything that you was bringing to me. And I learned a valuable lesson in that type of situation. My life cannot be like this, and I can't keep thinking I have control of my behavior and my, feelings if I'm showing the opposite. So I wanted to let everybody know out there that it is a such day of changing and forgiving and forgetting. And like I said, my life will ascend to a higher level once I forgive this person. But I want to have a sit down conversation with this person before anything else can happen. Until then, I would not be the same way again. But if that person, and here's another thing, if that person chooses to still hide from me, hide behind the phone and behind the closed doors, then I have no choice but to ask God to send a message to that person saying that I forgive that person. Because even though that person's being such a punk ass bitch, and act like they don't have no balls between their fucking legs, whoever they not a real adult. I just want to let them know that I forgiven that person for everything. I will forget about certain situations that happened. And this is genuinely me telling that person. I'm not faking a funk. I'm not saying this just to be sneaky about something, whatever the case you think it is. I'm genuinely saying it. I forgive you for hurting me. I forgive you for lying to me. I forgive you for doing me dirty, talking behind my back, disrespecting me, destroying my property. And I forgive the other person that truly, really did hurt me and try to bring my ego. Like, you trying to bring me down. Like, you try to hit me below the belt, made me feel this small. And then I forgive this person for, this other person is a male. I forgive him for lying to me. I forgave him for cheating on me, keeping secrets, have a baby on me. Yes, I forgive that person for all the things he done said about me, the plotting, everything. I forgive you. So with that being said, yeah, have a good night. And I'm definitely going to have a good week. I have nothing else to do for the week, so I'm going to be doing a lot of editing for my videos, making another video, and try to take myself out and have fun. So, yeah, have a damn good week, and I'll see y'all next time.